welcome back to my channel. Obviously, I look rough. I am not put together at all. Hope I don't scare you off. Today is gonna be a little bit of an everything day. I have the little by myself. He is playing with his piano on our bed, and I have to get some work done. So first things first, I need to put my face on because, whoa. Next is I need to get things put together for my Kanban board. I need to pull it off the old, put on the new. I need to go over my 2020 overall plan that I finished with the HB90 goal setting planner that I have. And then I also need to go over my Q1 goals with y'all. There's a lot to do. I don't want to really be doing it over next week, which is the Christmas holiday. I have a lot of audio to catch up on from being sick and out for 2 weeks with the holidays. So I'm gonna be working on that. Y'all, it's at the end of the wire and 2022 is looming. I'm super excited. I have some edits and a rewriting of a scene to do for Claymore that I need to do this week also to get it ready for January to go to my mentor. And I'm a little bit overwhelmed because I'll get into it in the video. Let's just put my face on. I can't look at myself anymore. We're gonna be talking about a bunch of different things: priorities, procrastination, and genealogy, which I have gotten back into. But without further ado, let's put my face on. Please and thank you. Okay, I am feeling much more human, and it is now time to get my little, go into the office, and get some work done. What are you doing, little guy? So as you can see, my Kanban board is a hot mess right now. It's been up like this for the last month. I know. And I need to strip all of this off, put up my new stuff, and I'm so ready for a fresh start. So over here, where I left off last was I had to fill in my milestones. So I have done all of my milestones down here. Yeah, you know. And I am super excited just to get going. Sorry about the baby. I have no other options right now. But that is the perk of working from home and being a creative and having a child, which I love being home with him. So next up is to write all that down on the Kanban board and get the Kanban board set up for success. Right, Christian? Right, bud? Yeah. So as I stated in the intro, today is going to be all about working on my Kanban board, which means stickies. The next thing is to also go through this little book. Now, this little book I have had for years, and I have done lots of things to it. However, one thing that it holds is all of my plot bunnies, all of the ideas that have come to me, even down to Legend and Claymore. So these are all in here, and I have so many, and I need to go through them and look at high concept ideas to be working on continually for my mentor, and just so that I have more of a breadth, more of an option, more in the market to potentially pitch. So right now I'm gonna go ahead and pull down all of those sticky notes. All of these are done. One thing that I was really excited about for myself this quarter was I did a lot of consistent uploading up until the very end for YouTube. And that was only because A, I was in a place with some crappy internet, and B, I was sick. So bear with me as we get on track, but that was something that I was extremely happy about. Some of these new sticky pads, Post-its, that aren't the Post-it brand, they don't stick that well. So I kind of have to dig through them and see which ones are the Post-its to make sure that they won't fall down. And that's been really hard to find, is good non-post-it sticky pads that actually grip properly to the Kanban board. Get a little annoying because they have like these cool colors and not just the traditional few. So I might pull out and keep out the darker blue just to have a difference. So quick note, something that I always do is before I start writing on them, I decide what color I want to use for what topic. So that is always important to me so that I know which one to do first and to keep the pinks separate. I also have these larger Post-it notes. There's a couple of different colors, like a light gray blue and then kind of like a light mint green. So I could cut these down if I have to. I have my stickies and they are ready to go up. So we're gonna do just that. So this is my beautiful new Kanban board that has already got some things down in the focus area. And after today, hopefully this can be down into the I did it area. A lot of these I'm gonna have to do like a daily spread for to keep track of it because a lot of it's like personal health, mental health, spiritual health, physical health, all the health things. And then this will grow because this is my audiobook. And right now it's just catching up on everything. And these are my YouTube videos and what I need to do for Q1 in my writing. So we have completed task 1, which is the Kanban board and the goals that I want to accomplish for Q1, which is get an agent, live a healthier lifestyle mentally and spiritually, and be more consistent with quality content for YouTube, and hopefully hit 200 subscribers by the end of the first quarter. So the little is finally down for a nap, and I have a moment to speak directly to y'all. Some of the things that I wanted to talk about in this video are just basic things I think we all feel at the end of the year. Burnout, we're tired, we're impatiently waiting for the new year to start so we can just start fresh. It's like waiting for that idea to hit you so you can open up that beautiful leather-bound journal that you bought at Barnes & Noble that you were like, oh, this is gonna be the journal that I put down all of my great ideas, and then we never touch them because no idea is great enough. That is my washer going through the rinse cycle, so excuse it. So the spin cycle got a little bit crazy, so I am now in my bedroom with the twinkle lights in the backdrop. But yeah, I feel like I'm on pause until the new year hits, and I hate that. Like, I really do, because I have a lot left that I need to get done, and I feel like I've been a super procrastinator on a lot of it. Now, we did travel for Thanksgiving, and that took a week off of work. And then when we got back, hello Haru, my cat, my black cat, my magical cat. When we got back, my son got sick, obviously, and then he gave it to me. That happened. So now I'm behind by a week in audio and things like that. And that's just part of the job. You know, you're a voice actor, you get sick. However, I just feel really overwhelmed right now. My son is going through a leap. He's also teething, and he's really cuddly, and I love it. My cat is trying to push me over. But it's really hard to get work done. So my husband and I are like alternating when we work, which has been working out. But again, at the same time, when you're not motivated, it can seem really rough. I'm gonna have to ask you to stop pushing on my arm. So yeah, procrastination is a real thing. It hits everyone, and I'm in it right now. I don't know, it's like I'm waiting for 2022 to flip over, and I don't know. I don't like that. Priorities have shifted into 2022. I'm not going to be self-publishing anything. If I do, it might be a Christmas novella. That's all I'm going to say about that. That is the only thing I can think of, because I really want to focus on my health, mental health, spiritual health. It's super important to me. And getting up on a regular basis, going to bed at a regular time, getting into routine. It's going to help our son to get into his routine more and more. If mom and dad have a routine, it's just one of those things where you can't stay up all night anymore because there's a little person who needs you in the morning. And as two independent people who we work for ourselves, that has been the hardest adjustment, is realizing, obviously, that when a child comes around, they are the priority, which they should be. It's just an adjustment. And now that he's becoming more independent, he's starting to show interest in crawling and standing more and wanting to kind of wiggle around, like move. It's become a little bit more apparent that it's like, ooh, this is going to be fun when you start being mobile, and baby gates are going to be a must. So one of the things that has really helped me kind of chill out and veg out is knowing that I can only plan things that I can knowably achieve and knowably attain. They are within my control. So if I don't get them done, there's nobody else's fault but my own, unless something crazy happens, like the universe comes crashing down. Everything else is on me. And I have taken this Q1 in smaller chunks just because I feel like the last year I bit way too much off that I bit way more off that I could chew, especially with a newborn and not having any idea what being a mother would be like. So I'm trying to give myself a little bit of grace at the start. So hopefully I can build momentum. Unlike last year where I put so much on my plate because my son was due in March and he came 2 weeks early. So obviously things got shifted. And then Q2 was non-existent because postpartum anxiety and depression and being a new mom and trying to breastfeed and all that hit. And then Q3 was a little bit better. And then by now in Q4, I have pretty much gotten myself back on target. But if you're at that point of the year and you're like procrastinating, pushing things off, I get it. I totally do. I'm doing it myself. I feel bad for it, but I don't at the same time. I'm waiting for that clock to flip over, but I also understand that we don't get time back. Try to do as much as you can do, even if it's just achieving one thing that you want to get done per day that's important on your list. That way at night, it doesn't keep you up haunting you like, oh my gosh, I didn't do that thing and I know I should have and now I'm behind. But also understand that we just did Nano. I kind of half-heartedly did Nano. I was doing a bunch of edits, which I'm still continuing to do. Because the last week of my Nano got a little funky with traveling and being sick. So it's kind of like the downhill burnout from Nano. So give yourself some grace. Usually December for me is a slower month in the writing process because I'm really using that time to get myself refocused, which I have. And one of the things that I have started to do again is genealogy. So I'm a huge history nerd. I love it. It's in pretty much all of my books. I love history. And there will be historical theme of some sort in my books if you've ever read them. And I've gone back into genealogy and I found some pretty cool things. I'm like related to Anne Boleyn. I'm related to the guy who built the Mayflower. I'm related to a bunch of earls and countesses from back in the 14 and 1500s in England. So I'm like, where's my castle? But it's really neat, and it's very soothing work. It's very soothing, might not be the right. For me, it's soothing because it's very much matching dates, matching names, matching places on Ancestry.com. So that has been one of the ways that I've been winding down at the end of the night, is trying to find ancestors. So genealogy has been back on my list of things to do because it's super important to me to know my history, because I'm a firm believer in knowing history. And yeah, so that's been helpful. I feel like I've been rambling, so I'm going to stop this video here. Just wanted to let you guys into my thoughts and into my headspace, because it's December 16th. And yeah, it's almost 2022. We're almost there, guys. Almost there. One love.